Hi everyone, good evening and welcome to episode 20 of Rime the Frostmaiden with your friends here, the Raging Rolls. That's us, hi.
Hey.
Hey.
20 episodes into Rime the Frostmaiden, barely scratching the surface team. Let's roll some intros and get a recap. And we're back.
It's worth. You should watch the Godzilla films. They're actually pretty decent. And
We're just talking about the Godzilla films. Look, I think the last one I saw of those was maybe in like 99 or something. Like one that was just labeled Godzilla, the first one of the new era.
you mean the one with Matthew Broderick?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one with Matthew Broderick. Is the 1999 one?
I was 7.
Classic.
Yeah, youngins.
So was I.
The one
Because I'm pretty sure we're all, majority of us are the same age.
I don't think they're.
I am the old fart amongst us.
I know Dave was saying earlier that he was pushing a number.
I'm pushing bigger numbers than Dave.
You're officially old then.
Chaos.
Watch as I pay for that for the rest of the game.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of game, let's get into it. Jared has graciously volunteered to be recapping this last session.
and it will be adequate. All right. So previously on Snow Cones and Stroman, the brave and foolhardy adventurers negotiated a chasm via rope, magic, and arachno-skiing, obliterating a flying manta ray kobold, definitely a form of kobold, and released another typical kind of kobold into the wild. That was in the mines with them, facing the same peril. Then they returned to town where they expertly handed in their quest to the speaker, who may have had to check up on their work afterwards. Beatrice then gifted a beautiful bouquet of leftovers from the encounters previously held in the mines, and to Tali, and then she also identified some magic-y things. I think off stream potentially, so that might be retouched on. And then, meanwhile, the rest of the party brainstormed how they'd carve up the definitely kobold carcass for the money in the town. And find out some best way to, make something out of that. And then the purveyor of the inn, I forget the name of the actual inn, delivered a message that was left for the Fifths of Bremen, which was all that was enclosed within the message. This fabric left behind was a charcoal X.
Marta.
Do you know the name of
the east side?
The east side.
This is it. Hold on.
Ha! I have notes for that.
Right. That's right. So, returning to the East Side Inn to rest and wait for Orus to return, Marta, the innkeeper, did hand you all a message. It was a crudely marked charcoal X in the center of a scrunched up cloth. Meanwhile, the allure of the purple crystal in Sly's possession grows stronger. Her curiosity almost insatiable.
Two things. What's the X and what's this?
Well, the X just marks the spot, so I don't really know what that means.
Well, usually that's on like a map. This is just like a piece of paper and there's an X on it.
We're missing the map.
Is Marta's still there?
Marta is still, she's kind of around. She just popped off to the kitchen to give you guys some drinks and things.
Greykov will go and just follow her and go to where she is and talk to her.
Okay, so you go back into the kitchen. Glad you're here. Can you give me a hand with some of these drinks and food?
I would love to. I would like to first inquire about who left the message.
Yes. There's a woman came through. Large hats she was wearing, which seemed out of place for this kind of region. You don't see too many people wearing a nice wide brim hat up here. Not for many a year. I didn't catch her name. She just said she knew you.
Indeed. Did she give you a name?
I don't think so. It was the day or yesterday. No, she didn't give me a name.
Was she with any?
Yes, she was. I remember that. There was two other gentlemen behind her. Fairly large guys. Yeah, one seemed, well, it was definitely half orc type character. He was a very big man.
How long ago was this?
When did you guys stay here? This last night? It was just this morning.
Are they staying in this inn?
She didn't say. She just said pass this on to Greykov and his group when they return.
Would she specifically mention the feasts of Bremen?
She did.
Interesting.
Does that person sound familiar to you? And she didn't leave like any kind of message or where she was going or how to find her. Just asked that I give you this. It looked like she had blown her nose in it, to be honest. I was a bit, thrown by.
Can I do a history check on the hat and description of this person?
Absolutely, yes.
Sounds like a witch.
Hey, natural.
Hey,
Holy.
right into it. Natural 20. Just the mention of a wide brim hat, this woman fairly tall, jogs your memory, and you kind of remember this person being in league or with the group that picked you all up or picked up the road race that time long ago.
And was part of the gang, or
Was not part of the gang. This is part of the group which came hunting you down. Part of the ones that potentially branded you with this X.
Fun. Okay. And this was this morning.
Yes.
Did they say where they were going to be?
She didn't say anything. She said, and she's trying to hold like 4 beers here or tankards here. She's like, "You sure you can't take one of these for me?" She just.
I'll take all 4.
Thanks. She kind of starts to walk you out back to the table.
Greykov's just like leaning on a door frame, just like staring into a brain case through her eyes.
Smooth, babe, smooth.
she and the other two turned up here fairly early this morning. She seemed to know who you were, and obviously knew you were staying here, or you stayed here last night, and just asked that I give you this. Said nothing more. There was no chance for conversation. The three of them just turned and walked back out.
Okay. Thank you.
It feels like there's some concern here. Should we be concerned here in Tourmaline? Should I be concerned?
No, not unless your name is Greykov.
It's not. That's yours.
And I grab one of the cups from her and start drinking it as I walk away.
So,
Additional drinks and things make their way to the table.
Greykov, what is it about? You look pretty disturbed by
Oh, it's just his
That-
face.
Well, Sly, I don't know if you don't know, but I have a mark similar to this X on this cloth here on the back of my neck, and I know I am hunted, and that mark is some kind of taunt to say that my time is up or something to that effect. And the person who left this was here this morning, so.
who's
But-
hunting you?
Did you say hunted or haunted?
Hunted, like
Again, did you say hunted or haunted?
He has an accent, Tolbin. That's not very nice. You shouldn't make fun of it.
hunted, like I would hunt a deer or whatever.
Or a ghost.
Got you.
But I don't know. It was interesting that they mentioned the feast of Bremen, and I have to admit, when I first fell in with this group, I was selfishly thinking that, hey, falling with a group of people would help for protection. But now that I've gotten to know you guys, and to know that you're potentially in danger from these people who are hunting me, I feel more like a jerk.
Inside check.
It's like that. Does he feel like a jerk?
I mean, it's a valid insight check.
What am I?
Do you actually
What
like?
am I-
Do you,
Deception. I'm not trying to say. No, honestly,
you have feelings?
Well,
You're complex. Look at you.
No, you can tell he has feelings because you can see him die inside whenever you insult him.
Be fun.
yes. Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm at a crossroads where I could walk out that door and perhaps John Marston my way out of here, for those who have seen the play.
Well, I mean, it didn't really work out so well for him, but if we do it together, and if anything comes up, we'd be like, pew pew. Who are the people that are hunting you? Are they like hunting you because they're like we're bankers or something, and you stole a bunch of money from them, or
essentially?
like
I don't know. I was part of a criminal gang that hit a convoy of vehicles, of the wagons, and I think we pissed off the wrong people, and then their knee-jerk reaction was to send some pretty powerful debt collectors or punishment hander-outers.
okay, all right, okay. So it's not like it's the law coming for you, because getting tangled up with the law isn't a good thing. This is more like the outlaws going for other outlaws. Although you don't seem like the biggest outlawish type guy.
Oh no, I'm big time.
Because I've seen you try to do some roguey stuff and not great at it. I thought you were just practicing.
No, I am only up here because if people just know me wherever, they've just heard of me and go, oh, He's so dangerous and cool.
Oh, so if I like went down to like Waterdeep or something, and I mentioned Greykov, people will be like, "Oh yeah, no, I know Greykov," sort of thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
they go
okay.
like he's the
It's-
one that slits all of those throats.
Right, okay.
But I think in reality, they would, if you were to do that, they would pretend to not know me, but really, they do.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm. Insight check. How famous is Greykov? Oh shit! My whole app just started to my whole computer just decided to reload every single.
And you thought Greykov wasn't powerful.
He thought he was a shit rogue.
You're looking at him on screen while he does his trickery, and you're like, "Oh, what could it be?"
That was a dirty 20.
I rolled for Beatrice for my deception, but I got what I rolled. I rolled a.
I have minus charisma.
14,
roll for you.
15, 16. So I got a 16, but you rolled a 20. Yeah, he's just bullshitting.
Big man Greykov. Yes, actually, I think I may have heard of you once. I thought I was like, oh no, this can't be the same Greykov. But yeah, okay, all right.
But really, I feel like I'm at a crossroads where I should face the music, or I don't know. I feel like if people backed me up, I would be getting away with something that I'm not due for.
Yeah, but if you don't want to be in that life anymore with that crew, it shouldn't mean that you're going to be killed for it. I mean, if they're coming after you just because of that, it's not like you killed one of them in a different town and then fled that town, and now they're chasing you because you killed one of their own. I mean, if you're going to kill them, you should just kill all of them at once. That way, there's no evidence of people revenge for people trying to come and get you.
This group of people, I didn't do that. So you're right.
But others.
Oh, they're irrelevant at all.
Okay, well,
I fear I may have dragged a bunch of us into a bit of a shit situation, and I guess you guys have a choice if you I don't know. I feel like I could.
Do you want to know something?
I am always keen to learn something new.
We all have our own secrets and are being hunted for our own reasons. I am with you as long as you have my back. When the time comes.
You just met me, but I've got your back as well. I mean, we're all in this together. I was told to help you guys, and then I would assume this counts in under the banner of helping. And you guys don't seem like the worst bunch of individuals I've ever worked with, so.
Greykov, you have proven yourself as a good warrior. You'll have my axe as well.
Top is just eating food. Just looking at Greykov. Just eating a carrot.
Kids these days would just talk with their mouths full, no respect at all. Look, Greykov, someone killed my mate, and as long as you're on board to find that person and slit their throat, I don't care what you've done.
So someone killed your
Like
friend?
you.
Well, I guess I knew, but I didn't really know. But well, it means a lot. Thank you. I feel like I have a lot to make up for, and I feel like there is good that can be done here, and I wish I could take my previous life back. But I fear that I don't know who these people are. They obviously know where we are. And if we stay here, we are vulnerable. I don't know how they knew Feast of Bremen. I don't know. It tells me they might have spoken to Impa, or they may be in league with the spies that work up here. I mean, Fist of Bremen is only new.
Yeah, but you guys were like shouting out a lot of catchphrases involving it when you were fighting the gnolls. That's how I found you.
True.
It is probably the Knolls then.
Bloody
Didn't we?
DM, I'm proficient in Arcana. Can I just look around and see if there's like we're being watched at the moment by any spells or anything?
Sure.
Or if there's any traps.
Oh,
No traps. We can't
I rolled
check
a
for those.
6.
It looks pretty. It looks like no one's watching you right now. It looks pretty safe.
Yeah.
He's
Look,
just like
it doesn't-
suspiciously looking around.
I think it was the Knolls. I definitely think it was the Knolls. I can't see any magic at play at the moment, so definitely the Knolls.
I agree. Must have been the Knolls.
Because I am also a wizard.
Hmm.
He's done his little like spidey sense tingling thing.
He is wise, but you
I
are intelligent.
Did not roll much at you at all. Oh my god. I rolled
He
a-
also thinks the Knolls.
Also,
Yeah.
looking around and trying to get a sense of things feels fine.
See,
He
intelligence.
says that.
See, intelligence, reading and understanding a book and knowing even the big words. But wisdom,
Oh, fuck you up.
wisdom is a different thing. It's different.
You say
It's
things
at this point.
you like you.
It's at this point as she's staring at him. On the other side, you see Sly's face is creeping to camera, and she's like, right up a bit against the Beatrice face. Beatrice, what's this? And I hold up the crystal.
Oh, that. All right. You and I, words later.
As- For like the next 10 minutes, just like
I can't see. Should have written in a bigger font.
What you have here appears to be Psy crystal. Now, I don't really want to tell you
a
what
Sly crystal.
but you'll use it against me. So, it's magic.
It's a Sly crystal. Okay, I tune to it, and then I immediately start talking into everyone's brain holes.
Okay.
Hi guys.
I don't know, I get a strange feeling about it. I can't determine for sure. But I think, given your behavior over it, I might want to get that checked by someone specializing in curses or something. I don't know. You're just
What?
a bit pansy with it as well. You're a bit.
What? I mean, why would you say curse right after I attune to it? Because now I can't unattune to it. This is
Oh!
you
oh,
should
that's
like
like-
the warning label first. Like usually something's bad.
Oh,
You should let someone know before letting them attune to it. If you're doing this like a
maybe if you weren't, so gung ho with it and gave it a second, like mull choices over, you would maybe have that problem.
why would I do that?
Doesn't it take like an hour to like attune to something?
Should take
Maybe I
one.
wait the whole hour just because.
Yeah, she's just intentionally just because watching Sly Square makes her
Oh, by the
makes her
way,
happy.
job.
Just
Yeah.
while you're there, sort of looking and observe, like trying to understand this crystal and really like getting into it. After some time, the crystal starts to glow, starts to get brighter and brighter, to the point where now right around you there is this bright light shining out of this crystal.
Well, that won't be great if we're trying to be sneaky. Put it in my bag. I'm like, Tom, are you seeing this?
As I can't see anything. It's super bright. Bloody hell.
I put it in my satchel.
It still glows through the satchel.
Yeah, it's kind of like just glowing off the top of the edges and things like that. Still casts some
Yeah.
light.
Wrap it up in some fabric. Put it in the satchel.
Ruh-roh.
I'm getting another beer while we try and work out what's going on with that light.
Quite seriously.
Well,
someone failed their stealth check behind Jeremy.
They really did.
Twice.
Anyway,
Uh,
regardless
keep
of what happens now, I think when someone, well, probably me, needs to have a look outside and I don't know. Should we change
Yeah.
where we are staying? Should we go into the
Well,
wilderness and?
I mean, if they already know where we are, though, there's probably no point in us leaving because they're gonna just follow where we go. I mean, we could try and use that as an opportunity to catch whoever's watching us, but also bear in mind we haven't had a long rest, and half the party are currently without their spell slots or their magics. My magics need to be replenished. I'm gonna have to masturbate. No. I mean, we all have different rituals with our gods. But yeah, no, we should have a rest, get the money back from the mayor at least, and then, I mean, we can have like someone stay up like during the night, like take turns and stuff in case they try to attack this place, which I don't really see happening, from what I know of what happened in Targos.
What did we take from Targos? Like, items-wise, could we be being tracked?
What did you guys take from Targos? I wasn't there.
Take anything.
But Fist of Bremen, when did we start calling ourselves that?
Targos?
Like before we left?
I think so.
No,
I can check. I'll look through my.
out of character. That was when Impa was saying goodbye to you all. That's when the name came up.
Yeah, like it was like pretty recent.
It was like literally yesterday.
I have to say, they found you pretty quick.
Yeah, well, they found me, but I think they found us very recently
Well,
because
Torso turned up yesterday.
Kobolds.
Yeah, there was lots of
Oh,
people
no.
yesterday.
Tobin looks at B, and then Tobin looks at Sly. Oh, yeah, I smell what you're cooking there, B.
What?
It's
The
very
pocket, the
convenient.
bacon?
Very convenient that you rock up right before this letter, right before this brand new name that no one's ever heard about is suddenly being thrown around in a negative way.
Oh, you think it? No. Okay, I know my name is Sly. Again, okay. Unfortunate naming. I prefer it. It's the name that my mother gave me. It's better than the one that my father gave me. I prefer Sly over the other one. I mean, if you want, you can just call me SF. So it's like my
Nothing to do with
initials.
your name, Sly. It's just very sus timing.
Again, I'm a good person. I mean, if I had plenty of opportunity down in those mines, if I wanted to do something to you guys, I would have.
I think someone might be like confusing short-term game for the long game.
Yeah. Sly, if you were trying to find someone and keep them to a certain location, you might convince them to stick in town and go down the mines, right? Wait till the backup gets here. What are you going to do? Take us all on your own?
No, but you guys went down in the elevator shaft, and I was left up the top controlling the mechanism. I could have fucking disabled that and left all you down there, but I didn't, did I?
Pretty sure a giant spider would have just climbed on up, no dramas.
You didn't use a giant spider before then. Anyway, whatever. You guys can fucking think that I'm a traitor or whatever. I've been
Alright,
nothing but honest
Sly.
and genuine with you guys.
Against my better judgment, I won't fry you on the spot, but I do have one question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is one or any of your mothers a dragon?
No, my father was a rogue. He was a
No. It's a
manager.
yes or no question, Sly. Is one or any of your mothers a dragon?
No. I only have one
They don't-
mother and one father.
They don't eat quite like copious amounts of chicken in front of guests.
What? No?
All right.
What?
Well, I won't kill you now, but I reserve that right. Be thankful your mother's not a dragon.
No, but
anyway, I think what may be happening here is if the taunt of leaving this message here and mentioning the Fist of Bremen is probably to sow trust for the among us, to single me out and perhaps break up the gang so that I am easier to care of by myself. I don't know how many people there are. I know of 3, I think, perhaps, who were here. One lady in a wide-brimmed hat. But, that is what they want. They probably want us to fight and bicker among ourselves.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it is suspicious, Sly, that you turned up when this all happened. But, it's also, we just turned up to a new town. We just burnt the town down,
Do we know if
Brandon
Mark
Town?
has spoken to anyone about us?
Sorry, is that a question for
Has
me?
Marta spoken to anyone about us? Mentioned us?
Are you asking Marta? Sorry, are you asking amongst yourselves, or are you asking Marta?
I'm sort of like, I'm just like thinking.
Well, I mean, you guys did tell the mayor your name, the group name. I'm pretty sure we told the mayor the group name,
Right.
which
it
was
was
in front of
Marta.
people. So
Marta and the mayor. I think you should go stake out, go do a little bit of a reconnaissance on the mayor's
well,
abode.
no, but
He's down the
we were
mine.
in public when we spoke with the mayor, though.
those who are crooked? I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
Seems a bit
Mm-mm.
coincidental.
No, because there was a whole bunch of them that were like, oh, these guys are the ones that sacrificed the blah, blah, blah. Absolutely there would be.
Well, he did send us to go kill some kobolds, and then it was definitely not a kobold.
Yeah, so we check out his
Idea. We could always use
mean
it
I
to
can do
find
a
people
rogue
hunting
thing?
us.
yeah.
well, we don't need to go and watch him. He's going to come back to us because he owes us money.
No, I mean go and
Sure.
check out his house, like rummage through his crap and see if there's any evidence.
I mean, again,
We did that in the
so
last
we
town.
told Marta, we've told the mayor, but when we spoke to the mayor, we were out in public and there was people around. Don't forget. So it could have been anyone that could have heard us.
Yeah, but we've already had a crooked speaker, right? And it's we can either suspect you and we can focus and interrogate you, or we can start exploring other options. What would you prefer?
Fine. Okay, talk to the other people. I don't think that. Don't burn down the town this time. How about that just blanket rule? If we talk to the mayor, or
You're not
Marta,
my mother.
B, I don't know if you remember this, but one of the first times we met, you started a fire and I put it out with a chunk of land, and it didn't feel like a great situation. But if you feel like setting fire to things these days, I'm not too worried about it. Just want to make that really clear.
I get you.
Oh goodness. Well, anyway, why don't we rest, recuperate? I can change my spells for whatever we plan to do for tomorrow. Is the main thing. So okay, what? So tomorrow, or
Use Greykov as bait.
use Greykov as bait. I mean, I'm sure this lady with the big hat's going to be very easy to pick out of a crowd, considering I don't think I've ever seen anyone else in the town wear a hat.
Or if you ask the mayor to do our work for us.
I
Hey,
am,
there's
you know,
someone
ask-
new in town with a white, big, bright green hat. Can you find them for us? Just an idea. Instead of asking for more money. He must know some people, town's guard, whatnot.
Yes, but more money.
I wouldn't mind them doing
He
the
might
old-
like the compromise.
Oh, I was going to say I wouldn't mind, having a look at the. I don't know. We should break into the speaker's house straight away, but that sounds something silly enough for me to do.
I mean, I can give. I'm also
Ruin Greek.
pretty.
Oh no, I wouldn't think of such a thing. It is more. Yeah, I think. Well, I think everyone should rest.
Well, would the speaker's house be the one place to go, or to be his office, or are they the same place? DM.
Great question. I believe.
Because if we go to sleep now, we can wake up in the early hours of the morning and go and investigate.
I agree.
But it depends on which location we go to, or if
Definitely
it's the
not
same
breaking in.
location.
It is not the same location.
So, office or house? What are we thinking?
Well, the idea of sending the rogue in was that he had a higher stealth and he doesn't clunk when he moves around.
Yes.
Or
It's-
glow.
Or glows, yeah.
I don't always glow. I can wrap the crystal up and leave it in the satchel.
Yeah, but you still clunk.
I'm not that clunky. I'm pretty. I mean, remember the whole stealthy thing with the +10 to everyone? Got pass without a trace. I can give someone advantage. So probably either myself or Zane.
What about me?
Well, it could give you a straight roll on your stealth check instead of disadvantage with
That'd
a
be handy.
+10.
Right.
Be nice to be quiet. But alert, I
I
like
mean-
coming, make a thud, you know. Take the warhammer to the face.
I mean, we don't all have to go in, obviously, but like for backup, like Tolvin could go in with as a little spider or something in your pocket, like a little mousey in your pocket, and then if shit hits the fan, you've got backup. You're not in there by yourself,
Yeah,
and then there's no need to burn everything to the ground straight away.
that is fair.
I don't like what she's peddling.
You just want to set things on fire.
Well,
mean-
let's rest first. I think we should just rest. Have a think. What happens
Yeah.
if they force our hand and they turn up here and want to kill everyone? Then we meet in kind.
Yep, I like this idea. I'm happy to take first watch if anyone wants to stay up with me, Beatrice.
I've got things to identify.
Okay. I mean, I can keep watching and keep you company whilst you're identifying stuff if you'd like.
Ah, I don't know. Someone told me that I'm not allowed to burn things anymore.
I mean, not all the time. I mean, you can sometimes, just not all, as first resort.
You've
Yes,
only
you do.
joined the group yesterday and already you're cramping my style.
Wow.
I mean, I don't mind the heat. It keeps us warm.
Yeah, I've had enough heat in my lifetime.
Mm.
Marta stands up, comes back to the table, and she's like, "Is there anything else I can get you all? It's getting quite late. I might head off to
Did you-
bed."
Mention
It's only 150.
That clock is wrong. I haven't changed the batteries in that for a long time.
Did you mention
Battery.
dear about us arriving or our particular group name?
Only to Master Stu, who came and spoke to me about this arrangement.
Oh, okay. No, that's good to know. Was there anything you wanted to ask about the lady? Like the brimmed hat, like if she was wearing anything or I forget.
Yeah, I guess what color hat did she wear? Like what race was she?
Okay, some details on her given your natural 20. You recall that she would always wear a brown leather hat, super wide, like wider than an Australian, like a Kubra type hat, but not wide like a sombrero type thing. She was elven.
Was it like a Bunnings hat wide or wider?
Like a Bunnings hat wide. That's the perfect kind of width.
I was going to say Rose in Titanic when she first got out of the car, but
Yeah. Rose.
That's
Rose would have shot the Bunnings for sure.
She was elven descent. Very pale skin. She wore leathers, and she would always carry on her back this very, very long bow. You remember that she was a tall, fairly striking woman, and she would always have this kind of smirking grin. She had long, ash blonde hair tucked under a large brimmed hat, which sits at a rakish angle, exposing an elven ear. Her leather armor is dyed in various places with accents of blue, red, and yellow, which offer aesthetic, if not necessarily strategic value to her outfit.
Where does she look like she comes from? Like, is there a style or a fashion associated with, like, that region of garb?
That is beyond this DM's knowledge.
I see.
Cool. She sounds fit. Okay. Well, relay what I know.
They were opening the Chamber of Secrets.
Not the Chamber of Secrets. You shouldn't open that place.
I haven't heard of that before.
I relay that to the group and just drink heavily so that if I do sleep, it's hard and fast. Hard and fast.
Okay,
Dragons law.
so you're heading off to have a rest this evening?
Yeah, I will stay up and take a watch.
Who was taking the first watch?
If you want to take a watch, you can. I won't bother you at all. You can identify. I'll keep an eye on things.
I want to sit and identify my one black bead, my duck bracelet, my various other things that I've got a small blue vial, jar of viscous ichor liquid, and then I want to have a look at this Codex Macabre and see if it's going to teach me any cool demonic shit.
Okie dokie, okie dokie. So all those things. Which one would you like to know about first?
All of them at the same time. I need a pen. Don't know what that was. I got one.
About 30 minutes into the watch, Beatrice just hears in her head, "What you looking at?"
So you pull out the
I'm just
small.
No reaction.
You pull out the small black bead.
Yep.
It's about 3/4 of an inch in diameter, and then it's fairly light. This is what you know to be a bead of force that you can use to throw, and it could do some damage.
Oh,
It's like
really?
a small hand grenade.
Nice.
Details forthwith.
What would happen if you put up someone's butthole?
Nothing pleasant.
Oh dear.
So, the details on this, and I can find the item for you shortly.
You blow their back out.
You can use an action to throw the bead up to 60 feet. The bead explodes on impact and is destroyed. Each creature within 10-foot radius of where the bead lands must succeed on a dex save or take additional force damage.
What's the dex save number? Do you know?
15.
Okay.
A sphere of transparent force then encloses the area for 1 minute. Any creature that fails to save and is completely within the area is trapped inside the sphere.
Ow. And then how much damage?
5d4.
Nice.
5d4 butthole damage.
Nice. Well, it does say it's smooth and polished.
Okay, next item on your list of things to identify.
What's a blue vial?
The blue vial is a vial of frost giant strength.
Nice.
Sick.
And then what does that do?
Does it make him big? Or just make him
I
strong?
think it just makes them strong.
Freezes you on the spot. But you feel strong.
Where is it?
If consumed rectally, everything.
Sir, it's pronounced analgesic. The pills go in your mouth.
Still fit.
Okay. There it is. When you drink this potion, your strength score changes to 23 for 1 hour.
Holy fuck!
The potion has no effect if your strength is equal to or already greater than that score.
Jesus, it's like a
That'd be really good for like Jorgen or Zane.
When you're looking close at this vial to identify it, you actually see that inside that there is, looks like a massive silver fingernail.
nice. Is that supposed to be her?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
It's like the
Gross.
one healer.
Delicious. Alright, now give me the duck bracelet.
The duck bracelet. Identifying this, you come to feel like it's called the Flock Caller's Charm.
I've been looking.
Once attuned, 10 ducks appear and follow the wearer. If the wearer sits down or lays down, they climb up and sit on you.
Oh, yes.
As an action, the wearer can point a finger at a target and use the command word, causing one of the live ducks to take flight towards the target. The duck deals 1d10 bludgeoning damage on impact. The target must make a dex save or be knocked prone.
What's the dex
Is
save?
that like,
Death by ducks.
just to clarify, is that like the 10 ducks all die and then you get another 10 ducks?
1d6 ducks reappear at dawn, but no more than 10 ducks may exist at a time.
Dude, if I could like wild shape into a massive duck, and then I could be like Duck King, right? Attack my beauties.
Wait, so is the command word Mother Ducker?
I love it.
My command word's quack.
Yeah.
Love
I
it.
regret not identifying this earlier. This could have been good. All right. What's the ichor liquid? Is that just like fingers in a jar? Does it do anything?
It's just fingers in a jar.
Delicious. All right. Back in the second first, and then
I saw that show on Amsterdam. It was interesting.
and then the Codex Macabre.
One moment.
That duck thing, that's
That's delicious.
if even if it did nothing, just ducks that followed you and slept on you.
So good.
He likes animals.
The Codex Macabre. What languages are you familiar with?
Some of them. Where would that be? Common, Elvish, Giant, and Draconic.
It's unfamiliar to you.
Do you want me to have a look? You hear in your head?
No.
I know languages.
You wouldn't let me read it anyway.
I know some.
I would let you read it. I could read it to you, or I could teach you how to read Infernal if it's in Infernal.
Can we take?
Cover, close it, and show her the cover. What does it say?
Is it in Infernal?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's in an Infernal, DM.
Yes.
It is. It says
Codex Macabre.
everyone should be nicer to Sly, but also Codex Macabre.
Can we take a 10-minute break? I just need to put kids
Yep.
to bed.
All good.
All right, cheers.
10.